USC has been knocked out of the college football playoff talk after their second loss this season alone to Utah. I want to quick start off on the USC post-game press conference. On the left is USC's linebacker Shane Lee. I just thought it was funny through the whole 13-minute press conference. He did not say a single word. I don't know if things like this usually happen, but I thought it was funny. Now, if you know very little or don't know anything about these two teams, I'll give you a brief recap. This is the only guy you gotta know, USC's quarterback, Caleb Williams. This guy's a stud, he's him, he's insane, and he's gonna go pro next year. And this is the other thing you gotta know, as the USC Trojans came to Utah undefeated earlier this year. It was a really good game to watch, as USC took an early 21-7 lead until Utah bounced back to cut the lead to 7 late in the second quarter. USC responded with a touchdown of their own, and then Utah tossed in one more touchdown just before half to cut the lead back to 7 for halftime. Then with just over 2.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, Utah was down 7 points and needed a score. Utah was then faced with a 4th and goal, punched in the touchdown to put 6 on the board to go down by 1 with 50 seconds left in the game. Utah then made the gutsy decision to go for 2 to win this game. Cam Risings, the Utah quarterback, drops back, moves up in the pocket, sees a hole, rushes into the end zone for the score to take the lead 43-42 with just under 50 seconds left. There wasn't enough time for USC to score, and they lost their first game of the season. The game probably would have went into overtime if it wasn't for Utah's gutsy play to win the game. And the last thing I'll add before I get into the game is that Utah just won their first Pac-12 Championship last year against the Oregon Ducks, the first time in Utah's college's history. Now, late in the season, both these teams are rematching in the Pac-12 Championship. 11 ranked Utah's taking on 3 ranked USC, and with a win from USC, they will be in the college football playoffs. But with a loss, their hopes will be eliminated, as there's other one-loss teams that would get in. The game started great for USC, similar to the first one. They took an early lead, this one being 17-3 early in the second quarter, and even recovered a fumble. But Utah struck back, scoring 2 touchdowns in the last 4 minutes of the second quarter to tie the game up at 17 going into the half. And after halftime, there's really no better way to explain it other than that USC just shat the bed. Like, they threw the game away. Coming out of the half, USC was stopped and Utah got the ball, but they were then forced with a 3rd and 19. On 3rd and 19, Cam Rising dropped back, found a man with a great pass, and USC proceeded to not tackle him for who knows why. If I was a USC fan, I'd be furious, and he takes it all the way to the house for the huge touchdown. Let's run that back. 2 USC players are touching him while he catches the ball, and then a third one is unable to tackle him and runs into his teammate, and then the Utah guy just runs by everyone. No one tackles him. This was insane. If I was a USC fan, I'd be so mad. So Utah takes a 7-point lead. Utah then kicked the field goal, but USC wasn't done, as Caleb Williams found a man for a touchdown to cut Utah's lead back to 3. It's also important to mention that Caleb Williams popped his hamstring in the first quarter, so was injured playing throughout this game, while also seen limping off the field. But you can't say that's why USC lost, because their defense was awful, like comically bad. And then, as you just saw early in the fourth quarter, Risings rolls out to his left, finds an open man down the field for a nice catch, and then USC misses another tackle and then is unable to tackle him again, and he scores a touchdown to extend Utah's lead back to 10. The first missed tackle was like, come on, man, he's trying to strip the ball from him, but he obviously already has it. That one's pretty embarrassing. And the next one, bro, You need some help, bro. I don't know how you're gonna mentally, physically, financially recover from this one, bro. You just got owned. You just got shown how small you are. RIP this man's. Just think about it. By this guy missing that tackle, think about how many dads watching this game on TV he pissed off by missing that shit, who ended up screaming that through TV and slamming 2 more beers. USC then did get back inside the red zone, but Caleb Williams threw off his back foot and was intercepted off a terrible pass. And when this happened, I was like, this game is over. And then, as if it couldn't get any worse, on 3rd and 2, just a few plays later, Utah hands the ball off to the running back, who gets through the hole. USC misses more tackles. Utah's going up the line, has one man to beat. USC grabs him and can't tackle him as Utah gets into the end zone for another touchdown, as USC continues to not be able to tackle. Like, I don't understand how you miss as many tackles. If you watch while the running back gets through the hole, a few USC players grab him but are unable to take him down. But I mean, that's understandable. But this one, like, again, bro, how are you missing this tackle? You have him all around you. Like, Utah just showed pure strength throughout this game. And to cap it off, Utah just all over USC's face as they scored another touchdown, as USC fails again to tackle Utah. Utah proceeded to win the game, beating USC twice this year, being their only 2 losses, and won their second Pac-12 championship in a row, and canceled all of USC's playoff hopes. Also, again, bro, how are you missing those tackles? Those were bad missed tackles. Like, he had them wrapped up 2 yards after scrimmage and couldn't tackle them. Anyway, that's going to be the end of this video. If you enjoyed my content, I'd really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. And once again, thanks for watching.